Success comes to those who dedicate everything to their passion in life. To be successful, it is also very important to be humble and never let fame or money travel to your head. Welcome to Backstage. This week, Backstage sits down with Nate, Josh and Andy, who form the divergent and prodigious band known famously as Young Men's Society. The boys rose to fame as grand finalists on Season 3 of X Factor Australia. We also had the pleasure to talk to Emmanuel Rodriguez. E-Man starred on TV when world-known dance group Justice Crew exploded in popularity, winning Australia's Got Talent in Season 4. He's been doing his own thing since 2014, starring on shows like So You Think You Can Dance. Let's take a look.
So before I landed on TV, actually I was a professional busker. I worked with a lot of the youth out west. So my daily grind was like just on the street and just instilling like the visions for the younger generation to, get a goal in their life.
Before we entered X Factor, we were basically retailers. Hype shoes. I was a sales assistant, and these guys were at retail as well.
We got fired at the same time as well.
Yep.
Go retail.
So when I first was introduced to So You Think You Can Dance, I saw it on a TV commercial and I was like, oh, I can do that. So that was the initial thought. I was like, I should just audition. Like there was always that fear that I won't make it, but for myself, I was just like, let's push for a goal. And when I got on TV, I wasn't expecting to, be anything. I just wanted to show people that, this is who I am and this is my profession as a break dancer. And from there on, I was just every day just trying to make it. And when I made it, I was just overwhelmed. I was like, yes, now I can show everybody that, a person from Orange is being able to, clash heads with the best in Sydney.
Our initial reaction was, I think it was more like, fuck, is this really happening? It was so surreal. I thought I was dreaming.
With fame comes criticism. We wanted to know how they dealt with the critics, so we asked the boys how they overcame the haters and what it was like to have them.
A lot of people were like, oh, you guys are just known for dancers. You should be just sticking to dance. And as a group, we just sort of wanted to show everybody else it's not about what you guys think, it's what we want to do.
Yeah, dealing with critics was pretty tough because obviously it takes on our mental and our emotions, and we were putting in the hard yards and rehearsing and all that kind of stuff, so it was tough to deal with at times.
With anything you partake in life, we are overcome with responsibilities that may create problems. We wanted to find out the different hardships the boys face that we didn't see on TV.
I think it's for us, all the choreography just had to be done so fast, and we decided to go out to where I was born, which was Orange, and just get away from the city and really knuckle down. And we stayed with my family and we used the resources there, like the PCYC, shout out to PCYC, always helped us out. And we just camped there, we just went hard, and then it just paid off.
What are the challenges that we face?
Early hours.
Yeah.
The early
definitely.
hours. We were challenged with the fear of failing, really. You know what I mean? Like
Definitely.
the fear of stuffing up. That was what we were afraid of.
I'm being judged. We're on
being
national
judged,
television, for God's sake,
course.
so we're afraid of that.
I mean, it was our first time, being exposed to the world, and it was nerve-wracking as hell.
Like any reality TV show, it all has to come to an end at some point. The boys told us what it was like transitioning from TV to their normal lives and what has been going on.
Once we won Australia's Got Talent, it was the moment that we needed to just sit there and take it all in. We got off the plane after we won. We'd done like 7 interviews before we got back to Sydney, got off that plane, and like there was cameras and like all these people that we don't know, like, oh, Justice Crew, and it was amazing. I got to do it with like my best friends. We achieved a goal, and then from there on out, it just changed. I went back to Orange. Everybody was like, what the heck, you won? And it just made me feel like for once in my life, I accomplished something that I said I was going to do.
Transition was drastic, actually. Like from going from performing in front of an entire nation on live television to, going back to your home and it's quiet. You're trying to pick up the pieces, trying to figure out what you're going to do next.
Yeah, I think that's what it was just figuring out the next step from there. X Factor, again, social media, so the season we were on X Factor, social media was completely new. So Twitter was just coming in. So when we got on the show, we weren't allowed to use social media. So we pretty much from then we've tried to build our fan base after that. Like after the seasons after us, we were getting like 200,000 followers before the show even started. We started on like what, 500,000? You know what I mean?
Like
So from then on, we're just trying to build our media base, and we've been in the studio recording a lot. We've been on tour a lot, so we've been lucky enough to tour with some of the biggest artists in the world, from Tiger to T-Pain to Sean Paul and Maya. So yeah, and recording our EP, which we've got coming out soon. So we've been busy.
As all the boys have had plenty of experience with dealing with critics, endless hours of dance rehearsals, being aired to the nation and plenty more, we wanted to find out what advice they would give to the young males and females of Australia.
For people that want to audition for like Australia's Got Talent, like X Factor, and any other shows like that, it's just to really know who you are as a person, because TV shows really want to dig into your personal life, dig into who you really are. So if you know who you are confidently, then you got a better chance of succeeding.
I think have a good idea of what kind of artist, you know, you'd like to be. And I think it's really important. Also, definitely a lot of practice. Keep sharpening your skills.
Inspiration. So can I elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure.
Or no? I think be inspiring to people that are watching.
You need to have vision. Yeah, I think that's what it takes.
Driven. You must be driven in order to succeed. You must be driven to put in the hard yards. You must be driven in order to go to dance rehearsals and better yourself as a dancer, driven to better yourself as a vocalist by seeing a vocal coach. That's what I have to say, driven.
I would have to say mindset. I think what I mean by that is just switching your mindset to like always being positive, focused. It has everything. You got like you're driven, you got your focus, and that all has to do with changing your mind.
Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. So there you have it. Nate, Josh, Andy and Emmanuel are all influential figures that have stayed true to not only themselves, but their passion in music and dancing. That's this week's installment of Backstage. Be sure to tune in next week at 7:30.